Hundreds of men strained with every ounce of strength they had, but the sword driven into the ground wouldn't budge an inch. Yet when a little kid walked up, he pulled the blade out like it was nothing. Turns out, just a few days earlier, a holy knight had rolled into the village. The locals brought out their finest wine to welcome him, but the knight just trashed it, saying it tasted awful. All that time and effort the villagers had poured into making their wine completely dismissed as worthless. They were furious but too scared to speak up because of who he was. But this one kid couldn't stand it, so he grabbed some poison and dumped it right into the knight's wine glass. The holy knight was livid. He drew his sword and drove it deep into the ground, sealing off every water source in the village. Then he threatened that if they couldn't pull the sword out within 3 days, their taxes would skyrocket 10 times higher every year. To the boy, pulling out that sword seemed like no big deal. All he had to do was call his friends from the 7 deadly sins and they'd handle it easy. When the villagers heard this, they got even madder. If the kid hadn't ticked off the holy knight in the first place, none of this would have happened to their village. Hearing their anger, the child rushed forward to yank at the sword. Soon the whole village joined in, pulling together. Even when they snapped the rope, that blade still wouldn't move. The soldiers watching from the sidelines just laughed their heads off. That's when Meliodas and Elizabeth from the 7 deadly sins showed up. After hearing what went down, Meliodas casually walked over to the sword and pulled it out with just one hand, like it was nothing. The next second, underground water came gushing out everywhere. The soldiers reported back to the holy knight about what happened. To punish them, the knight had his men bring out a massive spear. He charged it up with lightning and hurled it straight at the captain in the village. Meliodas was just chilling with a drink when he suddenly sensed danger. He stepped outside, ready to face whatever was coming head on. As the lightning spear came flying at him at breakneck speed, he caught it effortlessly with just one hand. The massive impact sent him flying from the mountaintop all the way down to the bottom, smashing through countless buildings before he finally stopped. Once he got his footing, Meliodas hurled the spear right back where it came from. A flash of light appeared as the spear shot into the castle and exploded, embedding itself right next to the holy knight's ear.